As you read that passage, chapter 6, it's interesting because the Bible kind of mentions the location where this entire situation happened. All right, the Bible says in verse 13, the entire incident happened in a place called Dothan. Now, Dothan is an interesting name because it's only ever mentioned one more time in the Bible. It is in this place where Elisha meets the horde of Syrians is one place where Dothan is mentioned. The other place where Dothan is mentioned is Genesis chapter 37. In Genesis chapter 37, in verse 17, you again find the name Dothan mentioned. It's the same place, but another scenario took place. Basically, all of us are aware of Genesis 37, what happened. It is Joseph, the story of Joseph. Joseph is sent by his father to go find his brothers. And Joseph is asked to go get his brothers and find news about them, goes looking for it, does not know where they are. And so he runs into a group of people who says, your brothers are in Dothan. So then Joseph then goes where? To Dothan. And when he arrives in Dothan, what happens in Dothan? His brothers prevail against him. His brothers plan an attack and literally apprehend him, throw him in the pit with the intention of killing him. God adjusts that a little bit and says, don't kill him, send him as a slave. So then Joseph then is sent as a slave to Egypt for years. Now think about it for a moment. Same location, two different stories that happen. In one incident, Elisha experiences the miraculous hand of God where the angels of God's army appear in fiery chariots and fiery horses all around them and deliver them from their oppressors. And then you rewind a little bit and come to Joseph's story. Joseph gets grabbed and thrown in a pit, and there is no mention of an angel there. There's no mention of any rescue effort, no mention of this angelic help given to Joseph, who is also in trouble. Now, I want to submit to you, God will accomplish His will in our life through many different ways. For some of us, we could have the Elisha experience, where the deliverance comes instantly. Oh, how nice that would be, Pastor. When I pray, instantly it changes, instantly it happens. It would be so nice. I agree with you. I also am envious of Elisha's prayer many times. But a lot of times, you and I go through what Joseph went through, where you're in the pit and you're screaming, nothing's coming. No rope is being put into the pit to get us out. You stay in the pit, stay a slave. I'm telling you, both same location, but two different things. But here's the common thing between both. In both stories, God's plan was still fulfilled. In Elisha's story, God fulfilled His plan. In Joseph's life, God still fulfilled His plan. It just seemed like there was a little bit of a delay, but still at the end of it, God still fulfilled His will. And that's why Joseph says to his brothers when he sees them way after in Genesis 50, he says, what you meant for evil, God turned it around for good, he says. Now I'm telling you this, in the Bible you see this, even Jesus, in the Garden of Gethsemane, he's praying, and his prayer was, Lord, can this cup pass from me? Was the prayer that Jesus makes. And Jesus makes his prayer. Does God answer his prayer? No, He does not. God the Father did not answer the prayer of Jesus. Because Jesus was asking, can this cup be taken from me? Can it be removed from me? What was the cup he was talking about? He's talking about the suffering on the cross. But then Jesus makes one more statement that is so important that a child of God needs to remember. Not my will, but yours be done. I'm telling you, in a believer's life, one thing is guaranteed. God's will always prevail, no matter what. No matter what the situation looks like, you and I have this assurance, when it ends in victory. No other way. When it ends in victory. Whatever you're facing right now, I'm telling you, be of good cheer, take heart, take courage, because when it ends, you are going to be on the winning side, not on the losing side, because the victory has already been established. So whatever you're going through, God has a purpose for it. He wants to expose His glory through whatever you're going through.